Birds are truly amazing works of art from nature. With their bright colors and awesome feathers, they're a wonderful sight to see on our planet. In today's video, you'll meet the 10 most beautiful birds in the whole world, kinds of birds that look like they came straight out of a painting. So give this video a like, subscribe to the channel The Knowledge Board, and come fly with us through the sky and nature. Our journey starts in the rainforests of South America, home of the Hyacinth macaw, a truly beautiful bird. Its impressive size is amazing. At almost 3 feet long, it's the king of the sky with its bright blue wings. But there's more to the Hyacinth macaw than just its good looks. People catching them to sell as pets and the destruction of their homes have put the Hyacinth macaw on the endangered species list. Lots of people are trying to help the Hyacinth macaw by creating safe places for them to live and by helping them have babies in protected areas. Hopefully, with everyone working together, this amazing bird will keep flying in our skies for a long time. Our next stop is in the mountains of China, home of the golden pheasant, a bird that looks like it came straight out of a fairy tale. Its feathers are a burst of colors. Bright gold mixes with shades of red, orange, and blue, making it really beautiful. The male birds have long, fancy tails. They use their bright colors to attract the female birds during mating season. They do a special dance, opening their wings like a fan and showing off their bright feathers. But the golden pheasant isn't just pretty, it's also really good at hiding. Even with its bright feathers, it blends in perfectly with the plants and trees in the mountain forests. Our journey now takes us to India, home of the Indian peafowl, a bird known for its mystery and beauty. Considered one of the most beautiful birds in the world, the Indian peafowl represents royalty, beauty, and eternal life in Indian culture. Its beauty comes from the male's magnificent tail, covered in shiny, colorful spots that look like eyes staring right at you. When it's time to find a mate, the male fans out his tail into a huge, beautiful display. But the peacock's tail isn't just for showing off to the ladies. Scientists have discovered that when the peacock shakes its tail feathers during its dance, it makes a low, rumbling sound that peahens can hear from far away. Toco toucan, the mysterious beak of the Atlantic forest. Our journey now takes us to the Atlantic forest in Brazil, the home of the Toco toucan, a bird that gets everyone's attention. Its big and bright beak, which can be as long as 1/3 of its body, is what makes it stand out. If you think the Toco toucan's beak is heavy, you'd be surprised. It's really light and strong, made of a spongy bone material and keratin, the same thing our fingernails are made of. The Toco toucan's beak is a tool that's good for lots of things. It uses it to pick fruit from branches, open hard seeds, and even stay cool on hot days by releasing heat. Resplendent Quetzal, the sacred plumage of Central America. Our trip now takes us to the foggy cloud forests of Central America. We're searching for the legendary Resplendent Quetzal, a bird ancient people worshipped. With its bright, shiny, emerald green feathers and long, flowing tail, the Quetzal represents freedom and spiritual beauty. To the ancient Mayans and Aztecs, the Quetzal was a sacred bird, linked to the gods of nature and growth. Its feathers were more valuable than gold and were used in fancy headdresses and clothes for special ceremonies. The Quetzal is a shy bird that likes to be alone. It mostly eats fruits and bugs. Sadly, the destruction of its forest home and people trapping them to sell as pets are threatening the Resplendent Quetzal with extinction. Ruby-throated hummingbird, winged acrobat in metallic sheen. Our next stop is the Americas. Here we find the ruby-throated hummingbird, a tiny bird with a ton of energy. Only a few inches long and weighing less than a coin, this hummingbird is one of the smallest birds in the world. But don't let its size fool you. This little guy is a real acrobat in the air. It can fly in all directions, even backward. It can even hover in the air like a helicopter. Its wings beat super fast, up to 80 times every second, which makes that humming sound. Scarlet macaw, colorful symphony and unbreakable bonds. We're going back to South America to meet the scarlet macaw. It's a really cool bird because it's super bright and smart. With all its colorful feathers like red, yellow, blue, and green, the scarlet macaw looks like a rainbow flying through the air. These friendly birds live in big groups, sometimes with hundreds of other macaws. They make the forest really colorful and noisy. Scarlet macaws choose one partner and stay together their whole lives. You'll often see them hanging out together, showing they care for each other. They make their nests in holes in trees, and the mom lays 2 to 4 eggs. Mandarin duck, oriental elegance and symbol of everlasting love. Our journey now takes us to the Far East to meet the Mandarin duck. This bird stands for love, loyalty, and beauty. Originally from China and Japan, the Mandarin duck is known for its beautiful feathers, especially the males. The male Mandarin duck is one of the most colorful ducks in the entire world, with an amazing mix of bright colors and cool patterns. Unlike the male, the female Mandarin duck has simpler feathers, mostly brown and gray. Scarlet ibis, the scarlet splendor of the mangroves. Our next journey takes us to the coast of South America. There we find the scarlet ibis, a bird whose feathers paint the sky bright red. The scarlet ibis lives in mangroves and coastal areas. It's a very social bird and lives in large flocks. Some flocks can have thousands of birds. The scarlet ibis gets its bright red color from the crabs and other crustaceans it eats. These little creatures have something called carotenoid pigments, and that's what makes the ibis so red. The scarlet ibis is super important for the mangrove ecosystem. It helps spread seeds and keeps the crab population in check. Sulfur-crested cockatoo, playful intelligence and sunny feathers. Our last stop is Australia, home of the sulfur-crested cockatoo. This bird is super charming because it's smart, beautiful, and loves to play. With its bright white feathers and sunny yellow crest, the sulfur-crested cockatoo is a true symbol of Australian wildlife. These clever and friendly birds live in big flocks, sometimes with hundreds of birds. They're famous for learning cool tricks and even copying what people say. Sadly, habitat loss and being captured to be sold as pets are putting the sulfur-crested cockatoo in danger of disappearing forever. The colors of our planet, a call for preservation. Each one reminds us how amazing our planet is, full of cool animals and plants, and how important it is to protect it. Which of these birds did you think was the coolest? I know. There are so many awesome birds that it's super hard to choose just 10. But tell us what you think in the comments below. Let me know which one is your favorite. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the Knowledge Board, and share the video with your friends who love nature. See you in the next video, Knowledge Explorers.